Hey everybody, how we doing? The wonders of live television. My name is Ian Witherspoon. I'm your host, and I am Between Taorminas. Welcome to the program. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying their summer off. I know I sure am, here between Taorminas. You look like you're going to say something insulting.
Nope.
You sure?
Hey, Dallas Stars made a big move today, signing Anthony to a 3-year deal.
Ooh, they got a backup goalie for 3 years.
Yes.
Wow, big move.
Yeah, it's a big move, especially with the travel.
He's a good goalie. He's
Yes,
a good
he is.
goalie.
Avs made some good moves too. Even though Ryan O'Reilly's gone to Buffalo, but got some pretty good players out of it.
And some cap room.
Yeah. Then who'd the Wings get?
Questions. Questionable draft. You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Did you see the new plans for the new Wings Arena?
Yeah, I heard about it.
It's going to revitalize the city and the team.
I wish they kept that Joe Louis Arena scoreboard. That would be great.
They could.
They could.
You know the Horizon League tournament's in Detroit at Joe Louis.
At the Joe.
Yes,
Basketball.
yes, for men's for 5 years.
Oh, so it'll be at the new place.
It's going to be at the new place too. Yes,
Good.
so it'll be very exciting.
That'll be a little different.
What about your team, the Motor City Kitties?
You want to get into it?
Let's see here. I think they're 4 back still of the Royals.
6.
Ooh, 6 back. They're done. They're done. They've been done for the last 3 months. Ever since they got rid of Scherzer, this team's been done. Because Kansas City is going to win this. Is going to win this division easily now because the Tigers are not a consistent ball club.
What if they're a wild card team?
They still won't make the wild card.
They won't make the wild card?
No, because they're going to get jumped.
By who?
You look at the American League East. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what about it?
You look at that league, you know what I mean? The Tigers are in so much trouble now because here is why the Tigers are in so much trouble. Because, let's see, they don't have a bullpen. Their offense has been sporadic. You look at this team, this is a team that's been in so much trouble. This team doesn't have a bullpen. They can't beat Kansas City. They can't even beat Mickey Mouse right now, the way they're playing.
Beat the White Sox from Chicago yesterday.
They won the series against Chicago.
Yeah, they won the
Besides
series.
Chicago and Cleveland, they can't beat anybody else.
That may be true.
They can't beat anybody else.
What about Minnesota?
They can't beat the Twinkies.
They beat the Twinkies just fine.
They can't. And then, of course, here comes the Kansas City Royals. They are not going to beat the Royals this season.
No faith.
No faith.
Ian, I'm kind of surprised, Ian, that they're 6 down of the Royals, and you're already talking about the wild card. Are you conceding that the Tigers might not win the Central?
Yeah.
So you're conceding it.
I'm saying they might not win the Central.
They
So-
will not win the Central.
They
So
are in
you're
a
pretty
hole,
much-
and Kansas City's not going anywhere.
But you're pretty much conceding Sammy's point that the Tigers are not going to win the Central and that the Royals are going to. Now, it looks to me that the Royals have not hit a losing skid yet.
They've had one,
They've had
but the
one.
Tigers were also losing during that time.
Yes.
Yep.
Something's got to change. Something's got to change about this picture because the Tigers got to start winning, and then the Royals have got to start losing. But my point is, and I've said this probably, if you recap my past episodes where I have said this time and time and time again,
I've
it's
tried
about winning series.
I've heard that once.
More than once. But the Tigers have got to start winning series, and the inconsistency issue, you have to ask yourself the inconsistency issue. Is it because of...
It's Brad Ausmus. Brad Ausmus. That guy needs to be fired. That guy needs to be fired.
What does he do or what does he not do that makes the Tigers
He doesn't.
inconsistent?
He doesn't put players in the best position to win games. Look at what David Price.
That one, how do you blame that on Osmus? I don't know what happened.
Probably went on a bathroom break.
No, the man left and was done. How does a pitcher think he's done without getting a word from the manager?
Because I think it tells you that Price is gone.
Well, Price is gone, yeah.
He's going to be gone.
He's got a couple months left here, though.
They'll trade him at the trade deadline.
No, they will not.
Yeah, they will.
They will not be
Yes,
sellers
they
at the
will.
deadline.
They will be sellers at the trade deadline. You just watch.
Yeah,
They
all
need to replenish the trading. They need to replenish their farm system. Their farm system is one of the worst in the major leagues.
Very rarely, then.
It is.
What about my question is Castellanos and Romine. Romine's been doing pretty good in some games. And then you look at, I hear a lot of people talking this Castellanos trade bait. Do you think that, Ian?
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
I like his swing, but he's not been good. He's still young. I got to imagine.
This team's a mess.
I think he should be in the minors. He shouldn't be playing here right
They
now.
don't have anybody to replace him.
That's why he's here.
But the Tigers are over the cap, too.
There's no cap.
Oh, there's no cap.
But they're
Do
over.
you think the
they're
Tigers
over.
need to get a... Do the Tigers need to get a third baseman?
Yes.
I think it's
I
dangerous
think
to
they
move Miggy.
need.
And they need to trade Price.
I think they need 2 very solid bullpen arms, and then we can talk about things. Because their bullpen right now is their absolute worst spot. You can live with a weak spot or 2 in your lineup. You can't live with only 1 decent arm. And he's your closer, so when do you get to him? When you're winning. How do you win if you don't have a bullpen?
Do you trade for Aroldis Chapman? Then what happens there?
I don't know. I think you got to trade for a lockdown setup guy
Who do you trade?
and another lockdown setup guy.
Who do you trade?
Well,
You don't have anybody in a farm system.
you do. You've got some pieces.
Albuquerque? Could be one.
Nobody's taking that guy. You could pack his
Time-
bags and say, get on out.
I think you trade David Price and get all the pieces you can get.
But then what do you do when every 5th day you need somebody to pitch like David Price?
What about Verlander needs to step up his game.
Verlander needs to get in
thing is,
shape
the
and get healthy.
thing is the pitchers. Right now, it seems like both of you are tending to agree that pitching is a real issue on the Tigers.
I think it's the bullpen is the worst issue.
Yeah, bullpen's the worst issue, but this team's got to address other issues.
Do you think it's just with David Price having a bad outing or bad season? Because everybody goes through adversity in a long season. It's a marathon. It's not a. I know that we bring up that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I mean, Tigers have got to address some things right now, and they got to address it.
They got to do
internally.
some soul searching right now. That's what they got to do.
So do you agree with that? That they have to do some soul searching?
I think they've done the soul searching. I think the soul searching came after getting whooped by New York on Saturday. I think they had their come to God, their come to Jesus moment. I think they are what they are, but they need bullpen arms. Their bullpen is laughable.
Yep.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's bad. So
Tigers need to address that before even thinking about coming up and competing in the Central.
I think their lineup is good. That 3 through 6, come on.
That's very good. Yes.
Their defense is good. Come on. Their defense is good. Their starting pitching, there are pieces there. Their bullpen's god awful.
Yep.
Okay. We are leaving a Tigers segment in quiet. Stay tuned for Between Taorminas.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koster.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
and the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on Orion Neighborhood Television.
We got the Women's World Cup. Yes, it's a good thing for you. We got the Women's World Cup.
What about it?
They got down the Final Four.
Oh, joy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you got the Americans, the Germans, and you got the Japanese and the English. Perfect 7 for history now.
Yes, it is.
It's like World War II all over again.
It feels like it, yes.
But
You
what's
could
your,
argue World War I a little bit.
what's
too,
your
but
thoughts
World
on the
War II.
Americans right now?
What?
making their run? The Americans.
Well, the United States got a great win over China, shorthanded because a couple of their players were suspended
Yellow cards.
because of yellow cards. Dang officials screwing over our good country. Proud to be an American. I think that the Americans are going to. Yes, Germany's got the best offense in the world.
Best defense. Germany, I mean, like, you look at Germany, they survived France with penalty kicks. There's a reason why I like the Germans to knock off the Americans in this game.
What?
There is a reason.
Are you communist?
I'm not communist. I'll tell you why the Germans are going to knock out the Americans. I'll tell you why. Because they had the best offense. They had the best defense. Their defense is going to crack down on Alex Morgan and Abby Wabach. They're going to crack down on those two.
They could not beat the French.
Yeah, but I think the Germans are going to find a way
They
to win
could not
this
beat
game.
the French. The Americans, look how close they are to Canada. You're going to have a lot more American fans coming in supporting their home country, even though it is in Canada. You look at. I think the Americans are outright favorite to win it all. No offense to Germany, the Americans are favored to win it all, and we are so close to the 4th of July. You know,
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm going to tell you why the Germans are going to win this game. Because 1, Germany's got the offense. 2, they got the best defense. 3, even though the goaltending matchup, I kind of would favor the Americans in that one. But I just think at the end of the day, offense is going to win you games.
You remember
so
when
is defense.
You
is gonna
remember
win
when
you
it
games.
was the United States versus Japan not too long ago?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, let's
Sam?
remember Japan beat the Americans on penalty kicks.
That was penalty kicks. But you know what the United States did to Japan in World War II? Kicked their.
But
You look at what's going to happen here. Germany is a different country.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yep, the Deutsch. Yep, Sprechen die Deutsch. Yep, that's right. And then here is Germany has been a soccer power. Let's not forget.
Yes, they are.
They
Soccer power,
are
both
soccer
men and
power in
women.
men, and they're a soccer power in women. This is why I like the Germans. Is because Germany has had. They're the defending. They won the European League in women's. You know what I mean? They won the year. I mean, like, this is a country that is soccer heavy. And this is why I think you look
So
at
is
this.
the United States, especially in
You
women.
look at this game between the Americans and the Germans. I just think at the end of the day, I'm not trustworthy on Americans' defense as much as I am with the Germans' defense. I know Germany's going to score. The question is, will the Americans score against Germany's top-ranked defense in the world?
You got the First Amendment right to say whatever you want to say, but I can't believe that you're going against your home country. Then again, that doesn't surprise me. You went for Brazil in men's soccer.
Yep.
You went for
How'd that
Canada
work
on
out?
hockey.
They can't won a gold medal.
Yeah.
And your former coach, Mike Babcock,
Yeah.
used to be their head coach.
Yeah, who put together that
Lindy
team?
Ruff, and Lindy Ruff is awesome an assistant.
What about Steve Eisman put together that team?
Yes,
That was basically like the Red Wings. Is that why you rooted for him?
No, because you know, here's why Canada's always been a hockey power.
Canada got it. Canada recently lost to England.
Yeah, I was upset about that.
I mean, don't. You know, don't you think some Canadian fans are mad at the English for eliminating their hometown country?
What's that?
Didn't you think the fans would wanted to see the Canada versus the United States in the final? That would have been interesting.
Yeah, why didn't they let the Canadians win?
They were the penalty kicks.
Why did they miss?
I don't know. You got to give them.
It's going to be a good game between the United States and Germany. I know Japan's defending the World Cup champs. But I just don't see the United States losing. I think they're going to beat Germany, and I think they're going to beat Japan. Hey, another World War II analogy again. Remember, the United States beat Germany first,
and then they took care of Japan.
So I think history repeats itself, just like 1945 all over again.
Oh, baby.
You know,
that was
only
70
in
years
soccer.
ago.
This is what I'm
Only in soccer.
It's going to be Germany versus Japan in the World Cup final. In the Women's World Cup final. It's going to be Germany versus Japan. You just watch.
So a World War I battle between Japan and Germany.
It'll be a World War I final. Yep.
And who do you think wins it?
Germany.
Ooh, you're
Germany
Germany
beats
Oh,
Japan
my gosh.
and wins the Women's World Cup. The Americans will be in the third place game against England. And I think the Americans finish in third place.
So you're saying they're getting the bronze?
Yep, they're going to get the bronze in the Women's World Cup.
So he's saying at least they're going to medal.
Don't medal.
Jeez.
You're a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You're a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You just like the winners.
No, I never
You're a
said
big
that.
Yankees fan.
I'm not a Yankees
You love
fan.
the Patriots.
I hate the Patriots.
You like Canada's hockey team.
I like Canada.
Yeah. You like the Germans in soccer.
He likes the
come on.
Royals, too.
Well, that's just a little bit off base.
But I'm telling you, the United States
Did
is
you
not
say the
gonna
Chicago White Sox would be a lot better this year?
Yes.
What the heck happened to you in that one?
Just the March been a disaster.
White Sox stink.
It's been a disaster.
What if Hal Carrollton came on the show?
I would use that door, then go out that door, walk around to my car, get in it, and drive home.
You go like, stretch, you can't put on the board. Yes, have mercy.
Did you hear his call from McCann's home run yesterday?
No, I didn't.
All you hear is the buzz of the crowd, you hear the crack of the bat, you hear
Like
the
this
roar
game
of the
is
crowd, and then you hear Hawk Harrelson, this game's over.
Game's over.
What a loser.
But anyways, back to the World Cup. I just think the United States is going to get the job done. And I'm saying it because, one, I love my country. Number two,
I think Germany wins in penalty kicks.
Two, I think the Americans are just the better team.
I think Germany wins in penalty kicks.
I think the Americans win because the Americans always win.
What's the United States rank in women's world soccer?
Number 1.
That's true. He's correct.
I know Germany, I think, is ranked number 2 in the world.
We don't
The United
vote for
States is
losers
number
here.
1 in the world in the World Cup. So tell me that. I think the Americans win it all.
I think Germany wins it all. Really do.
Do you want to bet some sauerkraut on the deal here? Maybe some Wurst?
With him,
Maybe some beers?
I don't drink beers.
You don't drink beers?
With him or him? With me or him?
I think you two should bet on some German sausage. Switch it up from the Italian stuff. Come on. One sausage.
No.
Germany wins, you owe him a sausage. America wins, you owe him a hot dog. How about that?
Deal.
Shake on it.
I'm going to get your beep over there.
Why? You're getting a hot dog.
You put me in a bet!
You're getting a hot
You
dog.
imbecile!
I'm getting you a hot dog. Take it easy. You like them boiled or grilled? If you're gonna keep yelling, I'll get you a boiled one with a piece of white bread.
We'll be right
Not
back
even
with
a bun.
Between Taorminas on ONTV. Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV. Hello, Lake Orion and Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina here, talking a new show here called OA Now. We're going to talk about
sports from football to basketball to volleyball to track and field to soccer, cross country, etc. here on OA Now on ONTV.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. The spirit of 76 salutes you. He's not an American. He doesn't want that.
What?
He's a German sympathizer. All right, you want to talk about the NHL and the NBA and impending free agency and summer moves to come?
Hey, we got the Illinois budget shutdown coming up on July 1st. We
got what?
The Illinois budget shutdown coming up. That ought to be interesting. And
What
then
is
we have,
that? What is that?
I'll tell you after the show. And then
After the show, you brought it up on the show.
Yep,
What is it?
and then, well, it's a budget deal.
With the state of Illinois?
Yep. And then, of course, you got the
Nice
beginning
seating.
of NBA free agency, and then you got the beginning of the NHL free agency. Which, of course, is going to be fun because I just heard rumors that the LA Kings are going to probably have to deal with some turmoil because Mike Richards' contract apparently was up today
Oh, boy.
because it was a $5.7 million cap hit. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And I'll bet you the NHL Players Association is going to file grievance against the Kings.
Well, just bring him to Detroit.
You know, and LA has been dealing with financial problems, and I guess
I can't believe what Ken Holland said about his team, about the draft,
What?
about the free agency. He
What?
said, we're going to win this with our young players. They don't have a lot of young players. Why? It's simple. Look, you know, you need
got
to
a
start
ton of
getting
young
rid.
players.
They need to get rid of a couple players. I think Zetterberg would be a good start. I think Datsuk would be a good start. If you want to completely start new, you get rid of those two players and you get rid of all those older players immediately. It's I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
I agree with going to youth movement because you look at Detroit. You know what
You
I mean?
agree?
You look at Detroit. I mean, Zetterberg ain't getting any younger. Zatzik's ain't getting any younger. They got to give these young players a chance. I think the draft Detroit has drafted. They've made some questionable moves. You look at, I know Detroit's got some cap room to spend on a free agent. Who wants to go to Detroit right now? There are not a lot of people. Detroit's not a good destination right now to bring in a free agent. Whereas you have Chicago, even though they got cap.
They're over the cap.
Over the cap. LA's a good destination. Anaheim's a good destination.
Colorado's a good destination.
Yeah, Colorado's a good destination. Heck, even the Arizona Coyotes are a good destination right now because
Despite their issues with
despite
Glendale.
their issues with Glendale, and they gotta spend a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Look how heavy.
And you know, Dallas is a good place. You know, they gotta spend about $10 million.
You're going to tell me playing for the Arizona Coyotes
Yep.
is more appealing than playing for the Detroit Red Wings?
Yes.
In what universe?
Because they have plenty of money to spend.
So,
Detroit don't have a lot of money to spend.
they got money.
They don't have a lot
They
of
got
it.
money.
They don't have a lot of it.
They don't need a lot of it.
They don't have a lot of it.
What would you rather wear if you're a hockey player on your sweater? Coyote howling at the moon? That looks like Picasso drew it for some reason? Or the winged wheel that's been there since 1926?
You know, it makes good toilet paper. It makes good toilet paper. It makes good Kleenex. It makes good. I mean, the jersey. It makes for good. It also makes for good if you wanna put gasoline on it and blow a lighter, and it makes a good fire. You know.
You know those times where sometimes you're sick and you just feel like, oh man, I just need to pee.
It also makes good. It also makes good bearing.
It would
I
really
mean, if
help
you
to
look at
blow chunks. Do you know those feelings where you're like, I ate something, it ain't right.
Colorado's New
I need to
Jersey's
get it
terrible.
out. Yeah, I like to go online. I like to go type in Google Colorado Avalanche, New Jersey.
Yeah, especially
Click
that
on the
C
images.
that new C, that C on there, instead of the Avalanche foot, that's terrible. That is awful.
That's what you call vomit inducing.
I'm curious to see how the Stars' new third jersey is going to look like.
Probably like trash,
Nope.
like their other jerseys.
Nope.
Yep.
I think the Stars jerseys died when they lost their gold jerseys. When they lost their gold on them.
You don't think Victory Green is good on this team?
No.
It's good on this team. Victory Green is a good color for that team.
Just like their stupid, idiotic mascot.
Shut up about Victory Green. And then it was
The Wings need a mascot.
it's much better low. It's much better. The Star Jerseys are much better now than they were in 2008 to 2012 when they had just the Arch Dallas on there. I didn't like that too much because the goal didn't make any sense. It's not like his, his
Timeless,
his,
classic, doesn't need to be touched.
Yeah, his doesn't need to be touched. Maybe only exception they might want to add a red shoulder yoke on there on the white jerseys, but
They do, don't they?
no, they have elbow sleeves.
Oh yeah.
And then your jerseys, basically, I didn't like the Colorado State flag on your elbows. Those are terrible.
Those are your shoulders, honey.
No, he put them on those shoulders. You know what I mean? That is terrible. You know what I mean?
Well, one thing is, all due respect, Mr. Spoon.
Here we go.
I think the Wings need a third jersey, like a black jersey. Black jersey with red and white. I think that'd look pretty.
I think
bad
Detroit
in
needs a
that.
third jersey where it has like the classic, like Detroit on it. You know what I mean? And just leave it alone. You remember those jerseys, don't you, from the days at the Winter Classic in Chicago?
Oh yeah.
That would be perfect for you.
Remember the Winter Classic this year?
It's gonna be at Coors Field.
Actually, it's not the Winter Classic, but one of the stadium games.
Series, yeah.
You going to that?
Oh, but I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, you get to finally watch a Wings game.
I get to watch the Avalanche beat the Wings
No.
again.
No.
Colorado got much better, actually, with dealing O'Reilly. Serious. I think Boston's a disaster waiting to happen.
They shipped out Lucic.
Yep, Lucic. They shipped out, I think, Dougie Hamilton, they shipped him out. I mean, they shipped out Tyler Seguin. To Dallas. They shipped out Dougie Hamilton to Calgary. Lucic to Los Angeles. They're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, Buffalo?
Boston.
Oh, Boston.
What about Toronto?
We're waiting to see what they do with Phaneuf and Kessel.
Babcock says he's gonna clean house in Toronto.
I think Kessel
Clean
would
which house? The locker room or the upper management?
I think Kessel would look good for you, and I think Phaneuf would look good for me.
If Phil Kessel plays on this hockey team, I won't be happy.
What?
I do not like him. I do not like Dion Phaneuf.
I think Phaneuf is. I think Brent Seabrook's coming to Texas. I really
You
do.
can have Phaneuf.
I think Brent Seabrook's coming to Texas.
Where's Sharp going to?
Yeah, what about your boy Pat Sharp?
I think he's going to be going to. I think he's going to Arizona.
What about TJ Oshie?
Arizona.
What?
Arizona. They got cap room to spend.
That doesn't mean anybody's going to take their money.
Yeah, they'll take their money. They just took Chris Proger's money. He's in retirement.
What?
Not kidding you.
What do you mean?
Arizona took Chris Proger's money.
Why'd they do that?
They got to get on the cap floor.
Didn't he retire?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't he inducted in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
I think he was.
I think he will. Maybe.
Today.
I'll take a look.
That came out today.
Oh, it did?
Guess who else got in?
Who?
Fedorov.
I think Osgood would have been better than Fedorov. Juan Sakic and Forsberg. Also, the great Claude Lemieux is much better than all those choices.
Oh my God.
Also, Rod Blake.
Oh my God.
You missed that 2001 Avs team, don't you?
Ray Bork. One of the
you
great
missed that
moments.
team.
Ray Bork. Oh, brother.
Any
Hey,
last
now he's
thoughts?
retired in
Adam-
Boston
Adam
and in
Oates.
Colorado.
Adam Foote.
Adam Deadmarsh.
Dead Marsh.
Yep. Hey, it's interesting. Hey, free agency for the NBA is coming up. Pistons are screwed.
They're going to get LeBron.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they're going to get LeBron.
They don't have the cap space.
They can get LeBron.
No, they won't.
All right, when we come back next week, LeBron will be a Piston. Just kidding.
The spirit of have a great 4th of July. And, hey, stay safe if you're going out of town this week.
Do not hurt yourself on those fireworks, folks.